Okay, the man with the master plan. Check it out. What's going on, you guys? Haven't had many recipes for you. Sorry. But anyways, I'm headed out right now. Hi, Krista. I'm going to be making this salad for you. I've got 5 different kinds of kale, and I've got 2 different kinds of lettuce for the base, and then I've got Mandarin oranges, apples, pears, and a pomegranate. So what I'm going to do is show you guys how to do the pomegranate. I don't know if you can see or not. There's several different ways to do this, but we're just going to go ghetto style, where you bust her open, and then you got to start removing the seeds. So she wanted me to do this for the camera, you know, which is, it's all good. So you guys could see that getting the stuff out of a pomegranate, and then I'm just putting it into this thing, and I'll be just throwing the peel right into the garbage here. I got all the pomegranate seeds in this Tupperware thing, right? So then I'm going to take some water. Most people would probably do this over the sink. I'm sure you don't have an outside kitchen like I do. And then you just fill it with water, and then all the seeds will sink, right? And then you just pick off all the white floaty stuff out of the top, because this white skin stuff is bitter as all get out. So you see, I don't know if you can see or not, but all the white stuff sort of floats to the top, and I can just sort of scrape it off. So that is how to peel a pomegranate and get all the white stuff. I'll probably be able to just pour most of it off right here. See, look at the benefits of having an outside type kitchen. And I did pretty well with that. I got most of it out. You don't want to have, I mean, a couple little tiny pieces is fine, but you don't want to have any bigger pieces, because it is as bitter as all get out, this white pithy part. So anyways, that was that. And then I can just do this in my outside raw food kitchen. Okay, so anyways, that's cool there. Let's move on to the next step. Oops. After I dump the rest of this off. It's right onto the ground, pretty crazy, huh? Okay, so the next step would be to work this kale up. There you go, pomegranate seeds. Let's do the kale here, and I'm just going to use the chopper blade to do that. I've got 5 different kinds of kale and a couple different kinds of lettuce. I'm just going to chop those up real nice and small like. You can definitely do this by hand if you have more time. My hands are actually frozen, so I'm slightly handicapped here. That's one of the issues about having an outside kitchen, for sure, especially this time of year. That's why I just keep it, that's why even this time of year, you know, I keep it simple in the summer with the fruits and the vegetables, and then I keep it simple in the winter, because I don't want to be out here all the time getting rained on, freezing my hands off trying to peel pomegranates. So it's always a good time of year for Dan the Life Regenerator Man to be having a simple diet. And then of course I reap the benefits of that. A simple diet leads to a simple life, leads to a simple mind. And some people might look down on a simple mind, but when I say simple mind, I simply mean that, you know, the less food that you, different combinations that you eat, the less your mind is going off in all different kinds of directions. So the more simple that you eat, the clearer your mind will be, okay? And so I have a pretty clear mind, and what that's allowed me to do in the recent past is to, frozen hands, is to, you know, peel away the layers of consciousness of the things that are holding me back from being my best. So the more simple that you eat, the more easier it is to see the areas of your life where you can improve by being aware of what's going on in your mind, and then instead of having, oh, I'm so fat all the time or whatever, you can go, hey, when your mind gets clear, you can go, wait a minute, why do I keep saying that? If I keep saying that, I'm going to be fat forever. No, I'm thin, healthy, fit. You know what I'm saying? So a clear mind is a beneficial tool, because then you can begin to untie the knots that bind you to this world and the heavy burdens that you hold in your unconscious mind about who you are and what your life is like, and then you can begin to change your story. Now, food isn't the answer to everything, but if you're eating a lot of different types of stimulating foods all the time with, you know, meals upwards of like 50, 60, 70 ingredients, that's a lot of things for your bloodstream to have to process. And all that goes into the brain through consciousness, you know. So the more simple that you eat, the better your life's going to be. So anyways, that's how I I don't know how I came to that, but we were talking about how nice it is to keep things simple, and that's why you guys aren't going to see that many recipes out here, because, hey, I remember last time of this year, though, last year I was doing a juice feast, and I would just be freezing my you-know-what's off, and it's just you know, it's not terrible. I'm a pretty tough guy, but when you're out here dealing with water and cold vegetables and stuff like that, it can kind of get to be a hassle. Because if you can just keep your hands dry, it's no big deal to be outside. It's only 40-something. But this water that I'm dealing with and all these vegetables and stuff are freezing. So by the time my hands are numb, I can't even hardly operate this thing very well, you know. So there's some pros to having an outside kitchen, like making a mess and then all the little animals come and clean up after you. But there's also the fact of having the cold hands. So that's why you guys haven't seen as many recipes from me lately. And that's only one of the reasons why I'm always like, Krista, let's go down south for the winter, which we didn't get to do, you know. We just did not get to do that. The stars just were not exactly in our favor, but I believe that the Creator has another plan for us, which is fine. A lot of other things are getting done. I'm able to sit in here and meditate a lot and do yoga, and I've been able to do some fasting, and that's been really incredible, and I'm really happy about that. So I am really regenerating, you know, I do love to bring you guys the recipes. It's been one of the greatest joys for the practical stuff. But for now, just stick with me, and I'll do the best I can to keep the recipes coming this time of year. Anyway, so here's a bunch of kale and lettuce, right? I'm going to just kind of mash that down and break it up a little bit more. Okay, so yes, my hands are clean. I've got pears that I'm going to throw on the top of there. I've got apples. Okay, I've got mandarins here that I'm going to throw on the top. And of course you can use any fruits you want and any combinations. And then next is going to be pomegranate seeds. And I think this is going to go over incredibly well down there with our friends at this potluck that we're going to. It's not a raw food potluck or anything, but this is my little contribution. Then I'm going to squeeze a mandarin and a lime over the top to marinate everything. And then that'll be it. And that's just a salad. So my hands are frozen, and I've been a little bit rusty because I haven't been out here making recipes for the last several weeks. But I want to thank you guys for watching the Life Regenerator on YouTube. I'm always wondering what direction I'm going to take it, but I got to tell you right now, I pretty much feel like I'm just going to be focusing on sharing with everyone the beauty of high fruit and vegetable consumption. And so there you go. There is a kale and fruit salad, the bomb diggity. Subscribe to the videos on YouTube, friend me on Facebook, hang with the Life Regenerator. We love you. Shop in our store this Christmas and keep coming back for more, because I'm going in deep. I'm having a great time regenerating my soul, my body, my spirit, my life, and I want to share all that with you on how you can do the same. Amen, baby. Amen.